This game is rated E10 for ages 10 and up. For more information, please go to esrb.org. Hello everyone, Kirbyvolt here, and welcome back to KV's Tears of the Kingdom logs. You can call me KV, that's hence the KV's Tears of the Kingdom logs. So, in the last log, some stuff happened, but at the very end, we saw another one of the tier reflection memories. And as Past Me was just putting out, when we went to check our stuff in the Purapad to see like what memories we've gotten, we're missing one. We're missing a memory between the last geoglyph we saw and the one we just saw. And there's no missing geoglyph in the temple area that we're in, so that means there has to be another way to find this one. So we're going to have to scour the land for this one, because I am not going to see those other geoglyphs until we can see this one, because I want to see them in order as much as possible, gosh darn it. Now, I don't know if Past Me has a methodology of how we're going to do this, other than look it up online. But we'll see. For right now, I don't know what we're quite doing. Oh, there's a shrine here. Maybe we should find the shrine that's been here for a while. Probably a good idea to do that. Or we could just ignore it. Actually, I can't tell if we're ignoring it because the no, it's over here. I feel like there's two that are like really close to each other. I guess Past Me did just check the depths map too, because that would show us where there are some light roots, and we know the light roots connect to the shrines on the surface. I don't think it's over here, but we're gonna go over here because I don't think we've been over here. What is over here? A well? Oh, have we not seen this well before? No, we've definitely... I think we've seen it. Oh, no, those shrines in here? Oh, there it is. That was easy. Alright, froggy armor... Oh, hello? Where? Where is it? Oh, it's over there. Hello. I'm gonna beat you up because I can. Ow. You're gonna beat me up because you can. Two can play at that game. Three can play at this game. Four can play at this game. I love that pro ZD skit. I'm always nervous to say his actual name because he did a skit on how to pronounce his name properly, and I'm just like, oh, now I feel like I'm going to say it wrong. Sungwon Cho is his real name. And I might have actually gotten that wrong, because I haven't actually looked at his real name in a while. Sorry, ProZD. But he's cool. I like him, and I like his skit. I like a lot of his voice acting work. He has a lot of good voice acting. But I was just thinking, because you know, 2 can play at this game, 3 can play at this game, 4 can play at this game, 5. You've watched the Raspberry Knife wielding game reviews. Anyways, bye Talos. You sure were here. And then you were gone. Rip. Put that on the claymore. Now it's glowing. Octorok didn't think I saw it. I did. Nothing gets past these eyes, except for the numerous times things have gone past these eyes because I've literally pointed them out. Alright, where... it's by the water... Wait. What the butt? What's that? Booble? Booble frog? Is there a booble frog here? Booble frog? Is this... Oh, there's a treasure chest in here. Hello. Hooray! I mean, that's nice, but there's also a bunch of them just growing here, too, so I don't know why someone's just like, hey, I got the sickest prank. I'm gonna leave this treasure chest here, and it's gonna be full of nothing but the stuff that's already in this cave. Oh, dear. Go away, Keith. I don't like you. I mean, I like your eyes. Not in the, like, romantic sense, but in, like, the, oh boy, I can't wait to use those because they're good at homing in on enemies. I don't know, does that ever sound weird? Like, just, you go to someone like, hey man, I like your eyes. Like, if you're in a relationship, sure, like, I mean, sure, like, that's fine. But, like, just going to someone randomly is like, hey, I like your eyes. It's just like, Then again, I don't understand how flirting works, so I'm quite bad at it. I have been in multiple relationships, and I still don't understand the concept of flirting. Because to me, flirting is just like, you're having a conversation with a person that you have romantic interest in. Right? Like, that's it. But, like, no, it's not just that. It's, like, the way you act a certain way. But it's like, but I'm already acting a certain way because I have a romantic interest in them. So, what's the deal? Like, how is that not flirting? I have no idea. Especially because I'm not going to get into details because that's personal and I shouldn't say much about others. First off, I'll just say, currently, I have no significant other, so we don't need that. Currently, I had no magic staff either, because I don't need it. But one relationship, some friends noticed the way that me and my partner at the time talked to each other, and that's before we had even discussed the possibility of dating or anything like that. And they're like, oh yeah, you two are flirting. And maybe it came off like that, but I don't think we were. And I think that may have given us some false ideas of what we were doing. I don't know. Point is, I can be very astute and very hyper aware of my surroundings. I can also be oblivious as heck. So, I don't think we can ascend. But Link will probably feel just right at home with that. You literally had someone make you armor that they only make for people that they intend to be their significant others for life. And you just went, yeah, that's cool, I guess. Didn't put two and two together there, huh? Yeah, we're not wearing the froggy armor anymore, past me. What'd you expect? I have to wonder, because, like, utilizing the ending that Breath of the Wild gives you, Zelda is like, hey, do you remember me? Because while it's not as obvious as Mipha, Zelda obviously fell in love with Link during the course of their backstory in Breath of the Wild. Sorry, my nose hairs are really itching me right now. Was that another well? Did you just pass? Oh, okay. But what I have to wonder is that did Link ever see it like that as well, or did he just be like, hey man, this is just my duty, I'm here to protect you because I have the sword thing that says I need to protect you, and like that's it? I feel like Link would also be extremely oh, that is Danger Town. What the butt? How did we get in here the first time? I don't like this place. It's scary. The Yiga finally made something that looks scary. Anyways, we're gonna go the light route. Bye! But Link does seem like the kind of person that would be oblivious. Now, obviously, I've joked the entire time about, you know, the house they have, and they share the same bed, and it's not possible to share the same bed unless they have some magical interference, like from the Minish or something, so they can both fit in there. And I have to wonder, then, in that bizarre reality that I have constructed based on context clues and based on just being silly, is Link still oblivious? Because some people are really that oblivious. You need to literally hit them over the head with, hey, that person likes you. I should know, because that has literally happened to me in the past. And I know they're not going to revisit this particular Hyrule again. At least, that's what they've said. They can say as much as they want, but we won't know until we see something new. And I am all, again, as I've mentioned before, I'm all for something new. So I'm A-okay with not revisiting this particular Hyrule for a long time. But I would be curious, like, you know, a more mature game that would actually, like, when I say mature, I don't mean like ha 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 swearing, blah blah blah, blood everywhere. I mean mature in a sense that it's going to tackle on some issues, because a lot of stories that we tell to kids is guy meets girl, guy and girl fall in love, and that's the ending. But that's not, like, I feel like I've gone on this tangent before. Have I gone on this tangent before? I apologize if I have. But guy meets girl should never, the guy meets girl and they get together should never be the ending. That should be the end of chapter 1 or chapter 5. I don't know how long you want to drag it out for. The actual relationship should be part of the story too, because that's a better way to teach kids, like, hey, yeah, you'll get the happiness of that, but that's not how it goes completely. Like, you need to work on making sure you can maintain that relationship and whatnot. And I feel like we need more stories to do that kind of thing. It shouldn't just be, oh hey, they hooked up, the end. That's just kind of like, okay. Like, here's an example, and this is an extremely recent example, so I'll try to keep it as spoiler light as possible, but the game Unicorn Overlord came out in 2024, this year. In that game, you have multiple people that you can either become, like, BFFs for life or get married to. They never strictly say it's marriage, but it is heavily implied with the female candidates, because it's still a Japanese game, and Japan is still slowly crawling towards more equal rights for people of all across the spectrum of gender, sexuality, and all that. Oh, those are the things at the top, the beam spinners. Okay. Oh boy, thanks. I'll take those. But anyways, my point is that you can do this, like, it's a quest in the game to quote-unquote get together fairly early in the game compared to its runtime. And with how much it's a game that really wants to emphasize, like, hey, your choices matter, and I love the game personally, but it definitely kind of, well, not as much as this unicycle loves to burn things. I do feel like the your choices matter thing kind of gets swept under the rug a little bit. And that is also one thing I would like, because you technically can go through a good chunk of the game, at least the second half of it, with you already deciding who your partner for quote-unquote life is in the game. And it would be cool if there was dialogue to reflect that. There isn't. So, what was the point of letting us do it that early anyways, if it wasn't going to actually impact the narrative? Now, maybe it actually does do that way, because I literally waited until fairly late in the game, but I still would have expected some of it to be impactful of what happens during some of the plot lines, but it didn't feel like that. And it really sucks, too, because some of the quote-unquote confession scenes seem extremely well thought out, especially based on the conversations you've had with them over the game. It's like support conversations in Fire Emblem, kind of. Some don't feel well thought out at all. There's literally a person whose entire motivation for joining your army is because they want to kill you. And the whole reason they're with you right now is to make sure that once you've done what you said you're going to do, you die. What is that noise? Is that baby frogs down there? Yep. Okay. You guys make a very unpleasant noise. I'm sorry. And the resolution to them is, oh, I don't feel like killing you anymore, which is like, cool. Thanks. But, and like, that seems like a natural conclusion, but then it goes, also I love you. And it's like, well, okay, hold on. The natural conclusion to your character arc should be, hey, I don't hate you. It shouldn't be, hey, I don't hate you, also I'm madly in love with you, which is just, what the heck? Very weird. But yeah, the initial point I was trying to make is that I want more media to discuss and have characters that are already in relationships so that they themselves can kind of show an hopefully ideal, or at least a more realistic interpretation of relationships, because it never ends with guy and girl get together. That's the beginning of something. That's not the end of something. I don't like the trees here. Go away. Muo Kuij. Muo Kuij. Seems like something that would make more sense if it was written the other way around, the backwards way. But also, Kuij? Muko Kuij. Again, you gotta change the language to Japanese and see what some of these things are named in Japanese, because I want to know what the naming cadence is for them. The naming conventions, I should say. That's probably the better word to use with English. Oh, there's a little spider thing. I don't like it. It's creepy. So where is this exactly? There's a light route up there. We're gonna go to that one. Huh. Looks neat. Construct factory. Oh, this must be where they built like all the constructs that went everywhere. Must be an outdated model. Can't take it out, and there's no information on it if I try to take a snap photo of it, so probably a silly set dressing. Oh, it's all water back here. Luckily, they gave us some height, so we can just go all the way up. Most of the way up. Oh yeah, the construct factory, because there's constructs guarding it. That makes sense. It also has some unique music. I don't think Past Me recognized that it had unique music at the time. Is that... Oh, treasure chests? No, but we can get a core. Or a charge. Same thing. They're close enough. They both start with a C. Ended in E. They have an R in there somewhere. I want to increase... Increase? Bleh. Bleh. My mouth produces way too much saliva. Sorry for the TMI, but that is honestly 80% of why I slur my words, because I'm talking and my mouth has just created so much saliva that it gets in the way, and then I say things improperly. But yeah, anyways, I wanted to increase my Poe count, because that'll be very fun, having a bunch of Poes. Oh, hi. I wasn't here. I was never here. It looks like a flower. That's where Rauru built everything. I do have to wonder, were the Zonai originally underground? Because, like, this is pointing that they probably were underground. I know we came up with the new crack theory as of recent that the Zonai eventually became the Minish, which honestly makes kind of a bit of sense. Which is the silly part, because they both have snouts, they both have long ears. The only, like, major thing is that the Minish are, of course, the Minish, and the Zonai are very tall. But I think the idea is that if you want your race to stay hidden, which it seems like it had done for a good while before Rauru was like, hey man, I met this Hylian girl and she's so pretty. Because, like, we only know of Rauru and his sister that we've seen in flashbacks. We see. Oh, can't. I had no time to read that one. Oopsies. So maybe they all just underwent a transformation so they could remain hidden again. And knowing that there was originally going to be Minish in Breath of the Wild, maybe this theory holds more credence than I thought. Maybe if they ever do, once again, revisit this world. I don't know why they would, because people... I didn't get sick of it, but I know a lot of other people did. It would be funny if it's just like, hey, I'm Rauru's descendant. And it's like, what do you mean? You're Rauru's descendant. I've been living in your house the whole time. I mean, there you go. There's your fourth map. It's just the overall map again, but now there's Minish spots. We'll make more caves. We'll make more Sky Islands. We'll maybe bring the depths back. And we'll show. And now there's just going to be hidden Minish all over the place. I did it for you. At the very least, you can make that DLC. Shush, shush, shush. Oh, yeah, you're not getting over there. That's over by a river. That's not happening for a while. I don't know if you'll ever get over to the other side. 'Cause that river keeps going for quite some time. It's just a funky tower here. Hello, funky tower. Where does funky tower go? That seems kind of ominous. It's just there. There's no entrance room right here. It seems like it goes further down. Oh. What's up with this music now? Oh, oops. Okay, well. The funky music's gone. And I am sad. Oh! I saw a light route. Let's go get it. I think the rationale for this is that I was doing something else, and then we saw the chasm, or I saw the chasm in the past. And then I went, okay, now that I've done the Saga base, what if you get this missing geoglyph memory by unlocking more of the light roots? Wasn't a lot to go on, but hey, at least we're accomplishing things. There's a bunch of fire keys down there. Hello, fire keys. You hurt me, I will hurt you. And only one of us will be living victorious. And considering you guys die in one hit, it's not you. Sijotu, but then that would be Utojis. So that... Man. It won't be for a while, but maybe this weekend, which will be after a few more logs are recorded, I will actually boot up Tears of the Kingdom again and see what the things are named in Japanese. Unicorn overloads... oh my gosh. Overload. Yeah, Unicorn Overload. We're gonna overload you with unicorns. Unicorn Overlord is still actually in my Switch. I haven't actually been playing a lot of Switch as of recent. I actually started playing the full game Sandland, and I've been enjoying that, so I've been doing that, and then I'm still doing some Genshin stuff. I know there's some controversies with Genshin, and I understand that, so I'm not going to give them any money. I was playing Zenless Zone Zero for a little bit, and I was also playing Reverse 1999. And Reverse 1999 is actually like one of the more simpler mobile gacha games, so I don't know why I don't go back to that one as often, but I kind of burnt myself out because I was going between basically 3.5 different gacha games, and I just kind of went, I'm done. So I stopped playing Zenless. I focus primarily on Genshin now, and because there's a lot of cute alts coming out right now, I've been playing a little Fire Emblem Heroes. It's my sick plan with Fire Emblem Heroes is that one day, although it's never going to happen because the game will probably the service will probably shut down beforehand, is that I'm going to have all my characters max out at 5-star level 40, which is something you can do in that game. Considering there is 1,000 characters in that game, good luck to me trying to complete that. I would probably have a better time just upgrading the characters I like in Genshin. Oh, hello. We just have a single fan here. How's it going? Do you want me to just... You're just, Whee! Okay. Well, that didn't do much. Thanks for playing, I guess. Why do you move it when it's already turned on? Okay. There you go. Yep. You stand that thing up, it's gonna blow itself away. Alright, we're checking out the... Oh! Huh. I've never actually been to that area on the traditional Hyrule map. Weird. 99 logs in. We have not been we have still not been to every place. This game is huge. I know it's a lot for some people, but I've definitely enjoyed it, and that looks like rock I can break. So let's bust it up. But yeah, anyways, what I was saying, I've been playing Sandland, and that's been a lot of fun. I've also been playing a lot of multiplayer games, because sort of friends are just like, hey man, you want to play Clue? And it was on sale for like $5, I think. So I was like, sure, why not? And then there's Tomba Special Edition. One day, Tomba will get a remake or a sequel that is worthy of it. First game's still not bad. It's fantastic. It's my favorite of the 2 games that came out for it. But man, the more I learned about that port, the more I was very disheartened. And they have indeed tried to fix it, so I can't fault them there. But I do feel that limited run games takes on way more than they should, and that results in them, if they have a product that has a problem, they just never get around to completely fixing it. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, so Tomba Special Edition is basically just an emulator wrapper, is what I've heard the term called. It's an emulated official release of the game. The emulation that they use is not amazing. It gets the job done, but there are better emulators out there that can do it better. And it's kind of just a shame that like that is like the official version now, because obviously I would still like to support the original creators of the game, and I hope that they're actually getting money from the... Oh no. Well, we're busting up this rock, that's for sure. But I hope they get money that I hope LGR isn't getting all the money that is made on the digital version, because obviously LGR has a physical edition that's on pre-orders right now that will hopefully come out next year. We'll see. But oh, excuse me, sorry. Oof. I want Tomba to come back. It was one of my favorite game series growing up. And I love the game dearly, so it's just kind of disheartening to see that it... From the perspective of people who really enjoyed and loved the game, if you understand and know the game extremely well like I do, you can see the faults, and all of them are minor, I'll grant you, but there's a lot of them, and they add up. So they have done some fixing on it, but it's been mostly with musical playback with remastered tracks, because that was a big selling point of this version, is that they got the original composer back and she remastered all of the tracks and made them sound pretty dang good, pretty more a bit more modern. I wish that they were kind of more full-on remixes, because it would be cool if some of the songs could be a bit longer, and one of them is, and I'm actually really happy about that particular one. But I understand the rationale for just keeping it as is, and I'm not too bothered by that. However, the emulator could not handle the remastered music properly, because its initial release on both console and Steam, because I'm that much of a diehard of a fan of that game that I got both versions, the music would play at improper times, would not sync up properly to movement on screen, and also just played the straight up wrong track in some places, which was like, oh, okay. It would also cut out sometimes, which was just like, what the heck? And they fixed a good chunk of this now on the console version. They did some initial fixes on the Steam version, I noted those. But the console version has some better fixes now, but it's still not, like, perfected. And obviously you can go listen to the original music, but that's where the port emulation crops up, because it does not play the music properly. It it plays them as about accurate to what the original game was, but the original game did not have as many cracks or peaks as the emulated version that they're selling has. And I know this because I checked it against another emulator that definitely played them better. I also checked it against my own personal hardware because I still have my copy of the original game. Oh, hi! You guys Tomba fans? We're talking about Tomba right now. All right, you guys go over there. That's fine. So, anyways, discussion, as far as I've seen, has died down pretty significantly on the Steam version, and it's been over 2 weeks since it came out. So I guess that's kind of it. But man, I really wish they could just be the definitive edition of the game, because I would really love that money to go making a sequel or a full-on remake of the first game, because the first game is fantastic, but part of the problem of just emulating the first game is that there's still some issues that the first game had that you can't really correct if you're just emulating it. So being able to go back and correct some of those issues that the original game has, and as well just updating it, because the sprite work in the game still looks pretty decent, but it'd be really cool to see like what they could do now, especially if they had some additional help from other teams. Because the company that made the Toma games, Whoopee Camp, was essentially an indie company back in the 90s, and like, goodness gracious, that must have been a pain in the butt to try to do. But like, with all the companies I know of now that do indie work, I would love like a dream team for a remake of the first Toma game. Get back the original game's director, Tokuro Fujiwara, who was a producer on the special edition, so there's that. Get back the original game's composer, but collaborates. So what I would envision is get someone like T. Lopes or Jake Kaufman to collaborate with the original composer to make even more interesting tracks that are still the same melodies we love, but they expand upon them greatly. Like, think DuckTales Remastered. That did a perfect job of remaking the original songs, but also expanding upon them so they didn't get as repetitive. For the sprite work, because, well, the sequel used a lot of 3D modeling, I prefer the first because it used sprite work. I would get Inti Creates to help out, because Inti Creates does fantastic, phenomenal sprite work. So get them involved with the sprite modeling and editing for that, because that would look, oh goodness, that would look amazing. For overall level design and improvements to the systems that they had in the first game, which I don't think need that much improving, but just for kind of like making them bigger and expanded, I'd still have Inti Creates on for that, but then I'd also have WayForward pitch in a little bit too, because WayForward is really good with those types of particular games. I'm a Shantae fan, but the reason I became a Shantae fan is because when I was playing the first Shantae game in 2013, and Risky's Revenge, it made me realize, oh, Shantae, in a way, is the spiritual successor to Tomba that I never realized it was, and I want more of that. So I think they would be perfectly at home helping make that. And then get some other indie, like more super indie devs in. I know there's this game Double Shake coming out. I think that's from something Stick Studios. I don't remember the full title of the studio, but get them involved because they're literally making a spiritual successor to Tomba with Double Shake. Get the main developer behind Frogun on board, because they could help with doing a lot of the 3D modeling of the environments. It could give it that kind of, like, they can improve them, but also still give it that kind of classic PS1 feel, which I think would be really cool. And now that I've said this all out loud, I'm wondering, have I said this already in a log? Because I've had this idea in my head for, like, the last week, and I can't recall if I already said this in one of the Tears of the Kingdom logs. Or if there's something I've repeated myself over and over in my head that's just like, wait, have I said this somewhere before? That wasn't just to me. Also, how about that Tears of the Kingdom? How's it going? Well, we're just depths exploring. I would comment more on the depths exploring right now, but past me has just been kind of like, okay, we could try to explore more of the map, but what if we didn't and we stayed on the edge of the map? Also, past me has been reckless and has just said, gloom? What's that? It's just a funny little substance you touch sometimes. That is lava over there. How? But, what? But I think... We've already been to that light route, and I think I have the same reaction to it, but it's still, quite strange. Quite strange indeed. And we did see those, like, giant treasure troves of ore deposits. So, like, that's going to be amazing. I've marked them on my map. We saw them. We saw me mark them on the map. And I'll probably go and harvest all those between logs, I'm sure. Okay, now we're going to go off the edge. We're going to go... Ow. Now we're going to go off the map. It's all the way over there. Oh, hey, make something here. Like, what are we gonna make? I don't know, actually. I'm not gonna make anything. We're just gonna climb this wall. We'll do it with our bare. Actually, he's wearing gloves right now, and I don't... So, you know what? I want to know. Okay, so if his arm was replaced with Raru's Zonai arm, but it looks like it's armor in a way, like, how does his sense of touch work with that arm? Is that arm, like, considered constantly naked? Or... does it feel... I mean, he got his arm literally chopped off, so it has to, like... It wouldn't feel like he has armor on, because there's no other arm to put it on. Alright, we're just going to Lookout Landing. I think I did look up something, and I was just like, you know, we're... Oh, no, actually, no, I don't think I looked at anything. It was... This is log 99... We're at log 100. You know what we should do? We should at least go back to kind of where everything started. I mean, everything started in the sky, but where everything started once we landed back in Hyrule, so we can have a nice quote-unquote conclusion to all of the regional phenomena that we've done over the last 99 or so logs. So that way we can finally be ready for whatever the final leg of the journey entails. Also, I don't know why I warped here, because I think there is a closer one in Lookout Landing, but I wanted to go here for some reason. Actually, you could just warp to Lookout Landing. There is a tower there. I'm stealing this. Sorry, Zelda. We're just gonna mess around before we actually go in there. Okay. Almost at 100 logs. We should definitely do something. But first, did you know? I don't know if it's true. But did you know? Right over here is a battery maker that I have not, like, talked to at all since the very beginning of the game. And I forgot about that, so every time I've gone to make more energy wells, I've always gone to the ones to the Great Sky Islands. Oops. There's a more convenient one right here. Well, I guess that depends on your definition of convenience. It's more convenient because it's closer to actual people, but the one in the Sky Island is actually closer to the spot where you teleport in. Alright, well we have room for 2 more batteries. 2 more full batteries. So that's cool. Alright, Lookout Landing. I'm finally back. I did your quest. Oh. Okay. Yep, I found those. Oh, yep, we found that. Yeah, anyways, I have Pose. Yeah, where are your brethren locations? Oh, there. How did I miss that? Anyways, hi Lookout Landing, I'm here. How's everything going? All the different races have gathered here. Why is the music not playing here? Oh. Yeah, I know. I've helped some of them out. Okay, yeah, I saw them. Oops, sorry. I think I saw them. I don't think I've seen them. Oh, oh. Well, I took care of the pirates. Unless there's, like, other pirates. How about big monsters? Okay. Oh, there's some side quests here, apparently. Oops. So I think I mentioned this a while back, but yeah, there is a side quest for every major boss monster on the overworld. And, for many of them, there is initially the quest of go kill the specific one, and then after that, there is go kill all of them. So, here you go, Molduga. Did I already beat this one up? I probably did. Oh, no, I haven't. Okay. Okay, that's actually telling us where the monster squads are located right now. That's helpful. I'll need that. The lack of music here is kind of concerning. Why is there no music here? Alright, Pura, I like everyone's here. Yeah, see, everyone's here, except... oh, the Rito's flying up above. Duh. Wait, what? Actually, you know, Mozu, why did you come here? Like, I appreciate you helping, because that's like a huge character development thing for him to come all the way here to help us. But also, you're old, dude. You can stay in Zoro's domain. I don't mind. Oh, Hearth was the one that came here. Oh, really? Okay. Guys, I have news about where Zelda is right now, and, she's not here. I mean, maybe she's here. Hey, Pura, what's up?
Yeah.
Yeah? What happened? Oh, you heard about all the things that we've done. I have not talked to you in that long. I'm sorry? Oh, yeah, there was that. Yeah, what information you have to share? The blood moon in the middle of the day? How is that remotely possible?
Isn't that... Link, look at this! Quickly!
Is Zelda! Or is it?
Your Highness.
I mean, we saw that. Well, at least it stopped being... How did... I don't... Okay, well, she's not there anymore. Okay, excuse me for a second. I did see that. It was so insane that I had to cough, and I'll leave it in the actual recording. Well, maybe we can reach it. It's fine. I do love the cutscenes in this game, though, and it makes me wonder, because this one feels like there's more cutscenes that aren't just related to the memory stuff, that if the next Zelda game will actually have more properly voiced cutscenes, they'll make it feel like a coherent story. And this one's still technically a coherent story in its own right, but what I mean, like, you know, a more traditional, you go from dungeon to dungeon Zelda, that kind of thing. Well, there's the music. I guess if we explained why there was no music. It was, hey, go look at this thing. And the music seems a little more intense now than compared to it was initially when we got here. So I guess our next goal is to go to Hyrule Castle. But of course, that concerns me, because wouldn't that be the end of the game? So I think what we'll do is we'll start working on more of these quests. And maybe, just maybe, we'll find out where that missing tier geoglyph memory thing is. That's hidden away, apparently. Before we head off, though, off from this log, though, let's check in with our Farah, our welfare... Was that a pun? It's like welfare. Anyways, we're gonna tell her all about the wells. There's still 20 to find? Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, well, that's on my docket, too. As for now, yeah, let's, honestly, just taking the sights for a little bit. We haven't been Lookout Landing properly for quite some time. You know, wasn't there also, like, the case of there was a tablet thing in the sky that I wanted to check out? Oh, Lookout Landing is just completely, like, not on the map. I think it's because this used to be the moat area where the champions gathered. Wait. Oh, that's the pin? The pin was in the sky? For... Oh. I can't find this one tablet. Where is it? How do I find it? It was in Lookout Landing the whole time. It's the one that started the entire tablet side quest in the first place. You silly. Alrighty, right. Thank you all so much for watching this log of Tears of the Kingdom. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. We don't need that anymore because we already... Whatever. Don't have to, don't want to, but it's always appreciated if you do. Pick up Tears of the Kingdom if you haven't already. Fantastic game, and we're starting to get into the later parts. Most importantly, though, please have a wonderfully great day, and I'll see you on the next one. Until then, ciao.